Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And I'm out here in the garden house because, for those of you who don't know, I call this the Garden of Eating. The reference to Garden of Eden. But yeah, the reason I'm out here is because it's windy again. It started off as a nice calm day and it was warm. It's low 70s right now. I'm out here with shorts and a t-shirt. It's not cold, but it's windy. And I didn't feel like walking around with a wire around my neck with a wind-resistant mic, so I figured I'd come in here instead. I want to show you this. I got a blossom opened up there, and I got a few more that right underneath here that aren't open, and then I got some down here that are just starting to open. And then I got one here, and I got three there. And I got, let's see, I got one here. And then I got down here on this branch, I got 5 there, but I think that's going to turn into 1. The little ones will fall off. I got 2 there, and I got 3 down here. And that's pear. That's all Bartlett pear. So here's my Fuji apple that I got off my friend Andy's tree a couple of years ago. I grafted it onto this pear tree, and it's showing signs of waking up for the springtime here. And then this is my Gala apple. This one came off of my friend Sharon's tree, and I called it the Sharon Gala, as you can see on the tag right there. I didn't call this Andy's Fuji because it doesn't, well, I could call it Andy apple. I might do that. I'll write on the, yeah, I wrote Andy on there, but I think on the back of this I'll write Andy apple. So that'll be my Andy apple from now on. Yep, got 3 more buds here for pears. So yeah, this one's really sprung too. And this graft down here just comes off of the rootstock of my apple tree. I'm not sure what the apple is in there. It could be just crab apple, but that's okay. If it comes out as crab apple, I can use those to feed chickens, right? Yeah, nothing gets wasted out here. So it looks like this one been stuck in the ground now for over a year. Looks like it might have rooted, so that's a good thing. And I think that came off of the apricot. If it did, I'll have another apricot tree growing. So the blossom that I did have on the apricot here that was hiding behind here has blown away. It's gone. It's been getting still getting down cool at night, and I have grafts all over this tree, as you can see. But I was doing something different with my grafts and doing a little experimenting. Normally, when I do a graft, I will count 3 buds, 1, 2, 3, and then I'll only graft that much of a scion. Okay, so this one, I actually cut it off. Well, I didn't cut these off. These were given to me by Deborah, my neighbor. And I just grafted the whole branch on because it was in good shape and living. I had them in water for quite a while. Now this one here is a little bit longer. It's about double the length of a normal scion that I usually graft. But I'm experimenting. I'm seeing if they take. If they don't, then I'll just have to graft something else later on there. Now this apricot here, same thing. I got apricot over there, same thing. I got more apricot down at the bottom down there. Same thing. But it's been cooling down at night here. So let's check the temperature of the soil and see where we're at here. Because if this warm weather stays, now we're going to definitely get rain on Saturday, Sunday, and possibly into Monday. It's supposed to be a pretty good rain, and I'm hoping to fill up quite a bit of water totes from what we're going to get. So I don't know if anybody saw me reach up here and grab my soil thermometer. Hey, look, that's got a nice long probe on it. Huh. and the big dial on it. Gee, that's like the one I lost, isn't it? Okay, let's see. So the red marker is the lowest point for ideal planting. And as you can see, it's dropping back to 55 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's even going lower than that. So the cool nights have cooled this soil off. And if that persists for very much longer, I have a roll of visqueen in the greenhouse that I can see that's where it goes. A few people have saw this one and said, isn't that what you're looking for? No, this is my pH, light, and moisture probe. I want the temperature probe. Temperature probe lets me know without doing it the old farmer's way. The old farmer's way of checking to see if the ground is warm enough to plant was to sit your bare butt on the ground, and if you can stay there for 3 minutes, then it's warm enough to plant. Well, I'm not going to do that, so. Anyway, radishes popping up everywhere. I got radishes. Yep, got radishes coming up everywhere, and I take 5 rows of them here, so they're all starting to come up here. The radishes are fast propagators, though, and oh, look at that! I got something that got in there and was digging into my soil. I'll have to find out what that was. Something figured out how to get in here. I don't think that was a bird. Oh, no, it wasn't. I know what it was. I pulled a carrot up earlier. Nothing got in here. Whew. Scared me. All right, what's this? Parsley. I'll put that up there so it doesn't blow around. But yeah, I don't see any lettuce coming up yet. And I don't see any peas coming up yet. But over here, I put in green beans. And looks like I got one coming up there and there. Oh, let me see if I can get that out of the way. Yeah, see it right down there. And let's see. I saw another one over here somewhere. But there, oh yeah, right there. So there's a few of the green beans starting to pop up, and I got my my trellis here all ready to go. And I put the green beans up here so I could remember what was in there. The tag had faded, so I wrote on the board there too, so I wouldn't forget. So it was driving me nuts. What's there? And I was standing here, and I put my hand up here, and I go, "What the heck's that?" And there it was. I put the bag there so I'd remember. All right. So yeah, I found my thermometer. That's a good thing. Now I don't have to worry about looking for it anymore. And yeah, the Concord grapes are really coming to, and so is the green Thompson seedless. That one I think is dead. I'm gonna prune it way back and see if I see anything green in it. But I tried snapping on a few of the branches, and they're completely dry, and they just pop off. So pop off sounds like vodka. Anyway, this 2 rows here is supposed to be bell pepper, and I don't see anything sprouting out of that yet. And lettuce is 3 rows of lettuce there. I don't see anything sprouting out of that yet. I can see the seed paper, but nothing sprouting yet. And I already checked tomatoes out there, nothing sprouting. It's too cold, just too cold. I love this purple Thompson seedless grape colors, the nice reddish colored sprouts and stuff that are coming off of it. They're really, really good looking. I like that. Yeah, so I got sick last night. I made banana nut bread and didn't even get to eat any because suddenly my eyes were burning. I was just feeling horrible. I didn't feel like vomiting or anything like that. I just wasn't feeling well. And I said, well, I'm going to get into bed. I got into bed at like 6:15 last night. And I slept all the way through until 8:30 this morning. And the only reason I got up at that time was to go feed the dogs. I got something coming up here too. And I'm going to show you a little bit right over there. I've got two little things growing, and I just figured out what they were. My memory reminded me, slapped me in the face, said, wake up and remember stuff. So anyway, everything in here is doing really well. Of course, my cilantro is going to go to seed here any time now, so I'll have to make something with cilantro in it and get some use out of it before it goes. Otherwise, it's chicken feed. Okay, what I wanted to show you over here was that one and this one. This one I'm not sure is anything to worry about, but that one right there might be one of these. And what are they? Well, if I remember correctly, those are apple seeds that I got from a store-bought apple, and I had them in the house, and for the winter time I came out here and I planted them, and I had stuck two of the trellis rods in there to remind me what was planted there, but I forgot to tag them to say what was there. And these little markers, they're fine, but you have to come in every few weeks and rewrite them because they fade away from the sun. So yeah, so I got a couple of apple trees growing there. Now those are probably, if I even use my app to check the leaves on them to see what plant it is, I'll bet you anything it says crabapple, because that's what you get when you plant store-bought apple seeds. But the tree itself, the rootstock, is good for grafting. So I'll let those come up and get a little bit stronger when they're about just about 2 foot tall. Then I can dig them out of there, and my garlic will be ripe by then, so I can get my garlic pulled up and braided and dried. And yeah, this is garlic here, 3, 6, 9, and it looks like I got an extra one there, 10. That one double sprouted, and this one over here double sprouted. Then the rest of this is onion. These are sweet onion up close, and then that's all red onion over there. I'm going to be eating well this year. I'm going to sprinkle some diatomaceous earth on this. I found a small box of diatomaceous earth in my shipping container in storage. I'm going to sprinkle some on there, and then I'll use my hand rototiller to rototill it into the soil. So if there's any grasshopper eggs or moth eggs or any of that stuff in there, it takes care of them. I've seen a few moths flying around already, and I don't want to go through what I went through last year. That was nightmare on Elm Street, and I don't even have an elm. Okay, so come over here, and this apple tree is just going crazy. Every part of it, every one of the different apples is sprouted now. And this pear is very pliable, so I'm pretty sure that pear took. So it looks like that bud is starting to open right there. That's a good thing. So I added pear to the 6 apples on this tree. And one of the things about multiple fruit trees. One of the downsides is you don't do that if you want to produce a lot of an apple or a lot of a pear for sale, because you'll get less fruit on a multiple tree, but you'll get variety. So they have some of everything. So for off-grid, grafting a fruit tree to do off extra different types of fruit is good, because it takes less space, uses less resources, and you end up with a variety of fruit that's all edible for your survival. So that's a good thing. All right. So before I close this off, I want to make a shout out to Tony and Leanne at Doing Redneck Things Off Grid. That's Doing Redneck Things Off Grid. Go out and check them out at, well, you want to get there before 4 p.m. They're going to be live at 4 p.m. because they're doing a drawing to see who's going to win a 800 plus subscriber giveaway. But in order to qualify, you have to be a subscriber, you have to have watched the video, and also they want you in the comment section to leave a comment that says "I'm in." So get over there and do that now, and then at 4 p.m. watch them live while they do a drawing. And who knows, you might be a first-time subscriber getting in there, and all of a sudden you're a winner. Well, I know people have said, hey, there goes that winner again, when they look at me, but all right. Well, aloe vera is all looking good over here. Got some of them that are a little peaked and off color, but aloe vera is a strong plant. They'll come back. One guy asked, how do you take care of aloe vera? You take care of aloe vera best by not taking care of it. The only thing you really have to do is every year in the springtime is clean up all the little babies that'll pop out around it so it doesn't choke it. But it'll still grow if you don't do that. But you'll end up with a pot of just a cluster of aloe vera that's really hard to manage. So it's best if you get them out, and that's what I did up there. That's why I got all those pots in there. And my neighbor took some of those already too. So, all right, everybody, that's about it for now. I want to thank you all for joining me. Don't forget to get over and see Tony and Leanne at Doing Redneck Things Off Grid. Get there early. Get yourself registered for the drawing, and watch it at 4 p.m. tonight for who's the winner, who's on first. Well, I'm always first, but who's on first? This is G Bear signing off.